Welcome to the Trinidad Cast Year in Review episode. This is a special episode that we don't have all the normal things that we normally do and talk about our week and all of that stuff, blah, 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 blah. All of this that we're going to do right now, we're going to go through every single episode that we've done for the year, and we're going to either laugh or cry when we revisit some of the stories that we covered. So as usual, my name is Andre Charles, Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and my co-host here is Mr. Redbit_Tech, aka Akeem Deer. And let's just jump straight into it. We don't want to take up too much of your time because we know you're probably hungover right now, or you're eating something that I don't know, or you're
pastel or a piece of ham.
Pastel or piece of ham. I don't know the time the date this episode is going to air. Yeah. It may be the dregs or the ham, but we ain't too sure about the schedule yet, so we'll let you know. We'll let you know for sure. Yeah. All right, let me go. I jump into it. Episode number 1 for the year, which was on January the 18th, was NIB gets hacked. And they had stopped all the they got some ransomware and they stopped all the thing, and they just did paper-based collections for that week or something like that.
You wasn't affected by that.
I don't think I was affected because I was still able to send in the NIB online thing. I was telling you in the episode that they still process the information as if it's physical, and I get a physical email. Not a physical email, a physical envelope every month. Well, 2 months after I file it with the physical thing and a receipt. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually happened like late December, like 27, 20.
Yeah,
December,
and that was on the heels of the TSTT hack too, so I had one set of hacking talk going on all over the place. Yeah. All right, next one would have been January 25th. Can we keep up with tech? Oh, there was an article that says the next 10 years will bring more revolution than the last 100. I remember that. Somebody was just throwing out AI talk like crazy.
Yeah, back in the heyday. I think that was the peak. It hit the peak already, and I was probably coming back down.
Yeah. AI was on the decline there. Digital talks big when they spoke about their cybersecurity because they was trying to put TSTT in the shade now. They was trying to say, now TSTT get hacked, but no, don't worry, we have a state of the art cybersecurity something. And we was like, Digital, you better not get hacked, you know. You better not get hacked after you talk so big. I mean, truth be told, they didn't get hacked, so I guess that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Episode 51, which was the first one in February. Visa seems like they want to help us get the payments thing right. And they had a digital licensing office talk also. What about the digitized licensing office we were talking about, boy? I can't remember. But I think Visa was saying that they're happy about the digital push that we have.
Yeah, the whole cashless ecosystem and
yeah. Digital was saying that. Visa was saying that they're happy with us.
So I mean that not too far off from a MasterCard sale as well.
Yeah, I now realize that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, they just. I ain't saying that they're out here to want to get our money, but. They out. Everybody out for their business. So. Business is business, ain't?
Yeah, the one them credit card fees and transaction fees and in turn the banks will get the interest.
Yeah, fees. Probably. Next episode was episode 52 with Carol Lapierre. We discussed the Star Network drama and the connection with China and whatnot. Funny enough, I was follow Star Network on Instagram, and I've seen some interesting deals and marketing and whatnot with respect to a lot of things with iPhones and things.
Mhm.
Buy 2 iPhones and buy 1 iPhone, get the next one free. And what we know is that kind of lease thing, right?
Yeah, I guess it. Yeah, I was going to say. I guess it's still the least playing a part in it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say Star Network has blown the competition out of the water, but from what we know from the interview with Karen LePierre, he's a man on a mission. And it doesn't seem like he going to stop. So that interview was nice. Actually, he reached out to us for that interview. We didn't reach out to him. And that's because we had spoken about Star Network in the previous year, and he just wanted to get a chance to set something straight or chime in now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good conversation. I know. I was looking at the other headline.
Oh, cybercrime enforcement. He got crime enforcement in Trinidad.
Yeah, that was where the whole cybersecurity symposium thing with the 2-day workshop at CARICOM.
Oh, yes.
With the EU and the Ministry of National Security, and
because of the TSTT hack, everybody was high on cybercrime and trying to
a little bit again, and you'd have a Ministry of Cybersecurity.
Correct. That was crazy. And then we went the next week after that. We talk about cybersecurity again, saying that apparently it cost cybersecurity. And a lot of money because the ministry couldn't pay people.
Yeah, and it looked like that was the genesis of the whole TTC cert. As a response to the national security threats, the government established the TTC cert. So thanks to the TSTT hack.
It makes sense now. It makes sense now. All right. I get it. It's all adding up now. So yeah, they were saying that, it's nice to say that we want cybersecurity professionals, but when you tell them the salary that they're going to get in the government, they'll be like, no. And the budget not high enough, so they can't hire good people and all kind of
that. That's why, more or less, that's why we need consultants.
Yeah, essentially. Episode 55 would have been in March. The central bank using AI.
That feel like the other day. That didn't feel like quite in March. Yeah. I understand why you're saying it feel like the other day, because I feel like we just spoke about it and we was like, what they're going to use AI to do, why, and the article was more along the lines of they are an early adopter, and because they are early adopters, they have to take their time because they have to test and make sure things working properly, so they won't go head first into it, which was cool. That was good to know that they cared about that. But central bank using AI, the AI would have just been thrown around, and and I think that same episode they talk about Klarna, who sent a lot of people because of the AI assistants and stuff, and Flow increased their rates again.
Well, we'll check and see if it's happened every March, right? Next time we'll check and see if it's around that time when it's coming to the second quarter of the year and you have to do financial reports or something. Next episode would have been how to deal with school bomb threats. Oh, because 49 schools in South, they got an email, and I was telling you about the email list that probably our email list with 49 schools on it that they send email to. I don't think I ever got this email, or nobody ever sent me this email to see what it was. But the thing is, a bomb threat used to be dealt with because you got it via phone, so you had to take it seriously. But when you get it via email, do you take it seriously? Should you take it seriously? That's I don't know.
So and the other thing was back in March, that same episode. 42 million for digital transformation. $42 million US.
Oh, we had that in the show notes too. Okay.
From the IDB.
Right? Where has it gone?
Signed a $90 million conditional credit line for investment projects, and the initial first individual loan of $42 million to facilitate digital transformation in Trinidad and Tobago by supporting the expansion and enhancement of the digital economy.
Did they build the ICT centers because of that?
Even if they could have built 1,000 ICT centers, that would not be $42 million US. Right? So I want to know is between March to now, where that money has been spent, or have they started anything? Because, I mean, between then and now, do you feel digitally transformed?
No, but Arima is a smart city though. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Arima is a smart city.
Yeah.
The TikTok ban in the Caribbean, they had officially said that they go, oh, that's it. That's closer to our doorstep than before. Because now they're actually going to go through the TikTok ban, it seems, on the 19th of January.
You know, it's real, with the current administration, do they real interesting because before Trump was kind of against TikTok, right? But then this election cycle, he leaned real heavily into TikTok, meaning a lot of his videos and campaign, and he kind of dominate in terms of views and thing.
Yeah,
TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his inauguration is on the 20th of January, and the current administration, the Biden administration, put his ban in on the 19th of January.
Yeah. We kind of spoke about how it would affect Caribbean creators, and now that it's so close, how it affects the American creators is that most of them just run into Instagram or YouTube Shorts. I don't know how that will work.
See, the algorithm is night and day.
Yeah.
That is what the
yeah, but if it get banned, they better figure out what day is or figure out what night is, because all the people who have millions of followers and thing on TikTok.
Yeah, and it's easier to reach people on TikTok because TikTok now has pay to play or play to win as Instagram.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we will see how it goes for the Caribbean creators if they start to lean into Instagram, which may be the best option, but I'm not saying anything. I'm not sure. Traffic light automation. Hey, I had to talk about this. Because I pass along the highway a few times this week, and I watched that big box on the thing, and I like, wait now, where the camera that it had? I ain't seen the camera anymore. Like the one by McCoy, I don't think I saw the camera. I could be wrong, but I don't think I saw the camera. I know there was a camera there. So when he was driving up the road, I was like, are the cameras still there? Are they even checking this thing still? I didn't want to be too negative, but as far as I know, them traffic lights didn't make a difference after they put that thing up.
Yeah, me too. It's like,
as far as I know, it was not smart. There was no smart sort of thing that was taking place that was making it easier. I don't know.
Or maybe they're still rolling it out. They just install the hardware. They're
tweaking the software.
Yeah, benefit of the doubt.
Right, yeah. Then April the 4th, use AIs. There was an expert who was saying if you don't jump on board AI now in 5 years, you'll be dead. Was this that fellow that we interview? Gerard Lelanos?
If I didn't sound familiar.
Well, yeah, it sounds familiar. Like, if you don't embrace AI now, you'll be dead in the water. That was the article. I don't know if it would have been him or we didn't know. But
I could see, could check. Maybe it was.
But everybody should be using a large language model in some way.
It wasn't him.
Oh, okay.
So right. My name is Shane Ram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody should be using a large language model in some way, but I ain't too sure. I'm not convinced that
you would die. You'll be dead.
You'd be dead in the water. I'm not convinced. I'm convinced that you would be a little bit behind.
Mm-hmm.
But as it stands right now, I cannot say that artificial intelligence has changed the world in the way that it revolutionized the world yet. It might be a slowish revolution right now, but it has made things better in a lot of places. But I don't think it changed the world because politics, I think. All right. How much do we know about AI? The TTPS is being trained on AI. How much do the police know about AI? Oh, I remember talking about this. Yeah. I was supposed to talk to a police officer and get some information about what they were trained on, but I did not. And we were speculating now they were just taught about ChatGPT.
A grand total of 2 interactive training sessions were successfully conducted, focusing on different aspects of AI implementation. The first one was Introduction to Generative AI. Second one was an Introduction to AI for Law Enforcement.
Right. You know what they're going to have to do? Like they'll have to show some sort of certification or something for the year. But anyway, we'll do that in the prediction episode. In the predictions episode, I really want to predict a little bit about AI because I can't sit. Explicit video rings on Telegram. I think we had Shivam in for this episode. And he was telling us about Telegram, and he was inside a WhatsApp group with the who's who, and he used to go on Telegram and send money to people for them to send videos to you. And you're sending it via bank transfer. And what you had to do, you had to send up a picture of your ID card.
Yeah, I think so.
So that they could blackmail you. if you sell them out or some kind of thing like that. Yeah, there was explicit rings on Telegram. And the police knew about it, but they couldn't do anything about it. I can't remember what was the issue, what he was telling us about. But I hope that they did something about it. I haven't heard anything about it since then, but then again, it had so much things happen, yeah?
What I've heard is that, it's still going on. Nothing much come out of it.
Oy. All right. Thanks for throwing cold water or anything there. Next is interview with Simon. Oh, right. This was a stretch of interviews that we had. One of them was with Simon Fortuné of Pesh Money. So we spoke to him about Pesh. We spoke about how it worked, how the central bank helped the situation, how we had to apply and thing. And
we got some insight on his story, why he, inspired him, and was a visit to India, seeing people buying street food with their phone.
Right. And funny enough, we got some software from India that the government is going to use now to try to implement it to basically create a new e-money issuer. And Pesh is there. I did sign up for Pesh and fill out the whole registration and do everything, but I just never had anybody to send money to.
Me too.
No, I didn't connect my bank account. That's the last part. I didn't connect my bank account. If I am to be honest, I think so. Oh, okay, no, wait. Episode 61, we spoke about the explicit video rings on Telegram. On episode 63, we actually got Shivam to come in and talk about it. Okay. So episode 61 was the article. Yeah, the article where they had different things and they had some screenshots and things. And then we got Shivam to come and talk about it and explain to us what actually taken place. And that is when our eyes opened a lot, because it's quite easy to get into it and quite easy to not have anybody bother you about it. Then we went into D-Hub doing some big things. This was when D-Hub had the whole YouTube series with the developers, and they had the
Shark Tank.
Yeah, the Shark Tank vibes, and you had to do the pitch, and they had the announcement of the winners. And I said, okay, I know somebody who won, so I'm going to see if I could get them on the podcast. And sure enough, the next episode 65, we were able to talk to the D-Hub winners. That would have been, which one did you talk about?
That was your past student.
That was Sinead and Sinead and Kwasi.
SK Loves.
SK Devs, yeah. We spoke to them and we got some good insight on the D-Hub challenge. And it was refreshing to know that they put so much effort into it and they put good things in place that weren't just like fly by night. They actually did. I guess we had a follow up with them next year.
Yeah. Cause that's my, I'm not sure if to say concern, but that's what I'll be interested in to see, they had the competition, but beyond that, trying to implement it, and getting the public to actually use it and see if it hopefully could actually make an impact in the areas that they where they developed it for.
Yeah. They had the TT Post one where they had to do I can't remember the numbering system, but the thing that will create like sections and everybody will get a zip code or some kind of thing like that. Next one is who's at fault for credit card fraud. They say credit card fraud was up, but when we actually check the numbers, it was just kind of like, well, more people using credit cards, so therefore credit card fraud will be up. So it was kind of straightforward.
This was the good old days when we didn't have all these sanctions. Well, not sanctions, but limits.
Oh, the Forex cuts. Yeah. That was.
If I only knew how to suck some more.
Jump in earlier. No more grainy local TV. Oh, this one hitting close because we just spoke about this in about 2 episodes ago. Or last week we spoke about this.
Last week.
They're going to have digital over-the-air television. But at this point in time, we didn't know it was going to be the... What is the word by? ASCS, whatever it is. The technology. We didn't know what the technology was going to be. So we thought it was just going to be digital over-the-air television. But now we realize that it's a closer technology, as close to as 2018 that they're going to put in place, which makes it possible to watch TV digitally, but also kind of, I don't know who use it. Episode 68, which was on the 5th of June, we have a cybersecurity operations center. This is when CSIRT started to, well, they didn't call it CSIRT from here. I don't think so. Did they?
Well, there's the SOC, and this guy, the chairman, what's his name?
Who's that boy?
What's the name of the company?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Precision Cyber
Technologies, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, and they had a questionable relationship with certain people in the government. Okay, yeah. You're correct.
And more or less with this same company, and they had the what do you call it? The tax break if you invest in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
They are the ones that would do the assessment on your well, allegedly. Let me not say for certain, but I think they are the ones that would assess that in terms of look at here. They introduce the tax allowance, blah blah blah. Yeah, they are the ones that will assess that tax allowance. The cybersecurity tax allowance. So the SOC is what were there, and that company in charge of the SOC.
Right. All right. Next one is episode 69. Tobago internet should be better now. Oh, Digicel activated its undersea fiber cable. Somewhere along the line this year, we recorded the somewhere in one of the other shows, we spoke about the cable from Toco to
again, cut,
and Tobago internet went down. And that was our one viral clip from all the clips for the on Instagram.
Yeah, the guy talk about some thing you say about Wi-Fi. I can't remember.
Yeah. Somebody say something or any comments. But that was the only viral clip on Instagram. It had some other viral ones on TikTok, but I can't remember them because viral on TikTok is like anybody could do it. So, but going viral on Instagram to the point where your uncle or your aunt or somebody message you and be like,
hey, my mom was, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, a few people was people in the US, like that went all over the world and real people was watching it. And probably because it was controversial to show that Tobago was being cut off from Trinidad and Tobago. And maybe that was the reason why it spread so much, because usually political things will spread more. But hey, that went well. But in that episode about Tobago internet getting better now, the new undersea cable would have been initiated or operationalized in Tobago, and that gives them 2 internet connections now, so they'll have internet resiliency. But at the end of the day, we found out that Tobagonians ain't really trying to... Is this where we figured out that there's do playway? No, I don't think it was this episode.
Nah.
It was later.
I saw the other episode in terms of the local app, and I just checked my phone.
To see. So the local app, okay, I gotta open it now and see on my phone. Because remember, I had problems logging in the first time when I tried to log in with Google. It was not working. Do I have it installed still? Oh, yeah, it's here, local app, yeah.
Some things actually, I've seen 1-2 completed. So it kind of, that's like 5 months ago.
Assigned. Did I filter? Can I filter anything by completing? Fetching reports. Yeah, everything assigned.
Yeah, the last I just looking at, for some reason I can't change the location. It's not working.
Yeah, it stuck you to the location based on your phone or something.
I don't know. The location I have is not my location.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the last time something got completed, right? And I reached 4 months ago. Everything assigned.
Yeah, I can't change my location because on the top right hand side, and I can't tap on it because it's over the over the bar.
So the last time something was completed was 4 months ago from somebody whose username is Trinitech.
You're lying. That's serious?
Yeah. That's the Tunapuna Piako thing.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so the local app was launched, and we thought that it would make sense because they would still have the red tape and bureaucracy that was going to stop things from getting done. And maybe it's, I don't know, let's not say anything that we don't know about.
So what I wanted to go back to look at was when they launched, Minister Faris Alwari, I don't know if you could see, he would have made the first report.
Yeah. It's still assigned?
Yep. One big pothole.
Oh. That's tough, dog. That's real tough.
Look at that. At least the first report, at least make it look good, complete it, and it's from the minister.
Yeah. Episode 71, we pay solving forex issues. This was at Aeropost when they had you could pay with WePay on Aeropost.
Then it turned out it's not really.
Yeah, it's just the local leg of it you're paying for.
Yeah.
Not the US part of it, yeah. That was...
Yeah, that changed up the whole kind of business model. Because they used to actually order the stuff for you from Amazon and you just pay everything up front. But they don't anymore. You had to...
Yep, you had to pay with your credit card and then, yeah. Work from home is coming, and we had a follow-up to this too, but this was in July, and this is when they had the consultant. And
the consultant probably still consultant.
No, 436 things, and I have to report that. We spoke about that the other day. I think 436 milestones have been done. Yeah. Something like that.
That same episode we talk about the immigration forms that the other countries have. And I think any budget the Minister of Finance say that it come in for us.
Yes, he did say to the budget.
Yeah, listen to the podcast.
Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah. Police feedback on our Google form. We went through the website. We saw that they had police feedback boxes.
Oh yeah, the boxes.
Yeah, they had the physical boxes, and then we went even further because we saw a comment on Facebook or comment on one somewhere and say that there is a Google form and somebody pasted the Google form. So we went on the police website and we found the Google form, and something about our Google form was very weird.
It's still.
Or it was anonymous, but it was collecting an email address still.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be anonymous, but the form collecting an email address. I think so. But it was a little bit funny. We were glad that they had a form to submit, but it was still...
Yeah, but the form not really anywhere on the internet. You know, and what they were advertising was the box, you know.
Yeah, it was the actual physical boxes.
It's like, hey, you at least have a form. Put the form.
And when we went through the form, there was some redundancies in the form and there were some poor choices for questions and questionnaires, but we weren't trying to be questionnaire gurus. Episode 74, we interviewed Johnny Tew. He's the one that had the noise pollution app.
Mm-hmm.
So he's supposed to be able to report the noise pollution. I think he's supposed to have an MVP for this carnival. That what you were saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So if that noise pollution app come out, I would love to test it out and see how it works, because that would be quite interesting. Very, very quite interesting. And then we interviewed Cyan Sylvester. That was my past student. And she was showing us the Promodo timer.
Yeah. That was your first, one of your first students.
Yeah, my first A-level student, yeah.
She exposed her age and...
Probably. Or I exposed my greatness as a teacher. I don't know which one.
It could be that I start from very, very young.
Yeah, that was a good interview talking about all the things that she does and how she uses technology, but she's not really a techie person. She's the glue between the technology and the customer.
Yeah,
which is
a product manager.
Yeah, product manager. Yeah, product managers suck, because there's like how there's want all kind of things to be done, and the techie people will just be like, okay, all right, no, I'm not putting it pink. After that, episode 76, that was probably a slow news week because we talk about the stock market game. And wisdom.
Oh, and that was the start. The WePay Grenada kind of back and forth.
The debacle, yeah. They sued WePay Grenada. How they saying that they get kicked out of Grenada, but did they actually get kicked out, or did they leave, or were they never there? All that drama was taking place, but we didn't want to put it as the headline because WePay has a strange relationship with Grenada was the next week, which was episode 77. How they signed a contract with Grenada to do digital disbursements. But
so they probably just getting a call with each other and say that you work things out and kumbaya.
Something so. Oh, and then episode 78. If I had to have a favorite episode, would that be episode 78? That's when EV is in Trinidad. When we spoke to, what's his name? Marlon?
Yeah, Marlon, yeah.
Yeah, when we spoke to Marlon.
Marlon, very interesting backstory. Spanning years in technology.
Yeah. He been through it.
Yeah.
And then became the manager of Ultimate Rejects.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
He pioneered a few things, So
but
cool.
Talking to him was great. That has convinced me that I'm going to get an EV as my next vehicle.
Me too.
And I am actively seeking it out. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, but it's still money. The money had to save and planning had to be done to be able to do it. But yeah, my next vehicle definitely gonna be an EV.
Yeah. I would want an EV too. Like an everyday vehicle, but I would still want like a gas vehicle.
Wow, this man, are you all hearing this? He want to have two cars sitting down just because he can.
No, I mean, he had a dream big,
First world privileges,
I'm not gonna limit myself,
I hear you.
Yeah. I speak it into existence.
I get you. Oh, episode 79, robots in the hospital. I remember
the
8
robots.
robots.
Where are those robots now?
I really wonder, like, for real, where are those robots now? Where could they be? And will I ever see one of them? We went to the official website of the maker of the robots to see what they had and all kind of thing. Robots in the hospital, right?
Did they say that it's there, or they gave a timeline for the implementation?
I don't think so.
Let me see. So we got them from the Indian government, $1 million to like a donation type thing.
All right.
So it's supposed to be at the Arima General Hospital.
I think I went to Arima. I don't know, but I didn't see it. But one day you go bounce it up, or one day something happened to one of them, and somebody take a video.
I don't want to have a bounce up a robot in the hospital, because that would mean I need to go in the hospital, and I don't want to need to go in the public hospital.
I agree. I got you. Then we reached September the 4th, which is free online courses for public servants. And we had a real long discussion about this, about who gonna do this and who gonna waste their time to do it and who will do it because of the promotion, but promotion is based on seniority. And
then it had some interesting ones, like some technical ones from like Linux Foundation and stuff like that, and it wasn't really advertising it because...
Yeah, correct. Well, because you don't matter. Why you think you matter? Not really. Is free Wi-Fi bad for business? Oh, yeah, this article was kind of weird. It was slightly nonsensical because it was saying that because there's free Wi-Fi almost everywhere, people don't get it for their home, which I can't.
Yeah, that...
I didn't know what to stand on it or sit with it, but I didn't really subscribe to that logic. Like, people need Wi-Fi home.
Yeah, cause like in the night, people would...
Unless you're living in a populated area and have the free Wi-Fi there, you could use it, but I don't feel it secure and I don't feel it reliable. That's really one of the major things with Wi-Fi, is it had to be reliable, boy. Security is like good.
Most people though. Well, a lot of people getting hacked on our Wi-Fi network that I joined, not on a lot of people's minds.
Correct. Yes, I agree. Episode 82, why you can't pay property tax online? Well, they listened to us there. Yeah, they heard us there, didn't they? Of course.
That's a good thing I see that, because I need to call, or at least go tomorrow. And sort out with property tax.
Where the deadline is? When is the deadline?
Sometime, I think this week, probably. Hope so.
The 20th. Oh, yes, it's the 20th of December. Yes, you're correct. It's this week.
Yes, I need. But like in the back of my mind, I don't think I'll pay because I never get any assessment. And if you don't get assessment, you don't need to pay.
You go ahead now. Go ahead.
But I would go and...
I mean, technically, I never get assessment either, and I pay, so yeah.
I need to go
Let's see. Next one is episode 83, wider digital inclusion. That is... Oh, they had a video about wider digital inclusion, and they're launching a thing that we're giving people smartphones and going out to rural areas and whatnot. And I'm not too sure if it will make sense to give these people devices without the education. I think that's where we landed on that, if I remember carefully.
Yeah, I think it was an IDB project again.
Yeah, and we checked the amount of money and how much cell phones I could get for that, and yeah, we look for some data on it. Episode 84, digital payment was promised again. What was this about? This was the genesis of the Indian
the P2P payments.
Yeah, the P2P payment thing. We weren't sure what the payment platform was going to be, but now that we know that it is, yeah, how it works, because we were trying to check to see if it work like Stripe or work like Zello or work like Zelle, sorry, or
you're looking for a house.
Why would I say Zello? But
Zillow, yeah,
Zillow, yeah, correct. Then we went through all the parts of the budget because we reached a budget time, which was October the 9th, and we went through everything that the budget said about technology. And what was the thing about the budget that was strange? It was that they promised something. We had a list of them. I want to open up the article, but then it was throw off the page. That's not I tried to control click it and it didn't, because Spotify sucks. Oh no, I had to go through that PDF. Oh no, I don't have time for that. Can't remember what it is. Yeah. Alright. What episode that was? No, I had to click back this thing.
85.
All right, well, right here, not that far. All right, e-budget breakdown. I had to re-release it because the audio was wrong for it or something like that. Yeah, I think the audio was wrong. Or the audio didn't get edited, mixed properly or something, and it had issues, and we had to re-release it. But the same episode 85. All right, episode 86, digital transformation highlights. Oh, this is where we went to the Instagram page and we looked at all of the things that they were highlighting on the Instagram page. Yeah. And some of the pictures looked like they were poorly done. Or they were screenshots or something like that. And all of the highlights. And we kind of went through some of them that piqued our interest, but a lot of them didn't. Was episode 87. Do we shop online too much? Oh, this is when they blame credit cards.
Yeah,
for the Forex issue.
So the start of a downfall.
You make things sound like it's anarchy, or like we're going and rub two sticks together again to make fire because the downfall is here. Episode 88 marked the ChatGPT essay. This was CXC talking about implementing.
Yeah, and that's to say the one before too, that was where the whole work from home policy, that where this is 3/5 done.
Oh, okay.
That was where there was yeah.
I wonder where it is. It's 4/5 done now, way.
The mic say it's 5/5 done.
5/5. All right. Mark the ChatGPT essay. There was a discussion about AI in schools. And before they could even talk about AI in schools, you should at least get devices in schools. Let's start with that. Because a lot of people
digital inclusion.
Yeah, a lot of people will be alienated because of the fact.
Yeah. And access to the internet and stuff like that.
Worse yet, yeah. Online property tax actually started to go online at episode 89, which was on November the 6th. However, it was only one bank, which was the government bank, FCB.
Yeah.
And has it gone on to all the other banks yet?
I don't know.
Well, you go and find out this week.
Yeah. I mean, I join all the banks and Republic, Royal Bank, and Scotia.
Now, what is that bank gonna say? You could do a side-by-side comparison with all the apps.
Yeah, right, okay. Scotia Bank app is like a 9 out of 10. Republic Bank app, 6 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
It have a lot of features, but it's painful to use.
Okay.
Scotia Bank app. Yeah.
Yeah, Scotia Bank. I like the Scotia Bank app. I don't even use the FCB app. I still use the FCB website.
Yeah, I never use I know. I was going to open my FCB account if they had an account where they didn't have any service charges, but all the accounts are still, I was like, I didn't know.
Episode 90, e-payment for doubles. Oh, this is where they started to talk about the new system.
Yeah, and
I forget the acronym for it. What's the name of
that? Directly going what's his name? Simon.
Yeah.
Not just in market, but he whole inspiration behind Peshtu.
Yes, it's like take it straight from India, because that's where the other guy saw it.
Yeah.
The social media limit ban in Australia was making the news, and then we seem to hear about it in Trinidad.
Scotland spoke about it.
Minister
Scotland
spoke about it, and I was like, yeah, don't parrot that, because that ain't easy to do.
Yeah, and how you actually implementing it.
Yeah, we went through that.
You need the social media companies on board. In some way or form. Unless you go a whole China approach, and
and that's not even possible for us, because we don't even have like a network. Like we don't have a network center that could do that.
He's not really a
communist.
Well, I don't know if you call. I don't know what you call China, but
nobody knows what to call them.
Yeah.
Episode 92. That was our interview with Jared Lalanos on AI. He's a really passionate guy.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
We were supposed to do a reverse podcast with him, but I don't know. That might be sometime in the future.
Yeah, it ain't up yet, but we get there. Episode 93, the digital local TV is a thing. Oh, that's last week. Yeah, we spoke about the ATSC. Yeah, ATSC is the new technology that would be used. That's way better than just digital television.
And episode 94 is on EV leasing and taxi service.
I want to come back to that. Like, when we go to the predictions, I want to talk a little bit about EVs in Trinidad, but we'll get to that episode. That'll be the next episode. So that's what we spoke about this year. For those of you all who have listened for the whole year, some of the episode titles, some of the things that we talk about may have sparked back your interest and you remember when we spoke about it. Or maybe you went and do some research on something after, whatever the case is. But we want to tell you all thank you very much for listening to the Trinidad Cast for the whole year. And if you joined halfway through the year, don't worry. We have plenty more episodes to go. Because apparently, we like to do this thing. So that was the year in review. And our next episode is going to be our predictions. Well, we're going to go through the predictions that we had at the end of 2023 for 2024. And then we're going to make our predictions for 2025. So don't forget to fill out the survey earlier. The Google form is in the description. And of course, if you make it to the end here, you're like the one person that filled it out so far. That means you listen all the way to the end. If you listen all the way to the end, then 1 minute ain't gonna hurt you. Click the link, fill it out, and let's see how we do it and what you're like about it. All right, that's it. This episode was supposed to go half an hour, but we end up going for 48 minutes because we spoke about a lot of things. And a lot of memories came back. Good memories or bad memories.
Yeah, and indifferent.
Alright, my name is Andre Charles. I am makeITsimpleTT on the internet, and this guy here is what's his name again?
India from Redbird Tech.
This was the year that we got the name. This was the year. I hope you all remember that.
Oh
yeah. Alright, thank you very much for listening. Next episode will be our predictions for the year, so you want to look out for that. Because we'll be going back to our previous predictions to see if we nailed it or we failed it. I did not plan that. I promise you I didn't plan it. All right. Bye-bye. We're going. Later.